Hi, Karen. I think you are exactly right, or very close to right, about the sort of parallel between Kant and libertarianism, in the sense that I think that, I mean, Kant is actually like the father of classical liberalism, which is this view about choice and freedom and like just like our and like autonomy. Like that's like if you're thinking about classical liberalism, like that's those are the three things that it really highlights, and it can be realized in different ways. If you're thinking about libertarianism as a particular political view, libertarianism tends to take classical liberalism, which is sort of like more of an ethical political view, and combines it with certain theories in early like economic history about the function and role of markets. And so there's this cool, like, they sort of tend to think that, like, no, like, what makes markets cool is that they embody this sense of, like, freedom and people being able to make their own choices. So, yes, I think that's absolutely right. I'll actually post a link in the comments as well to Bleeding Heart Libertarians, which is a blog that I follow. I have some friends who are contributors, where they are genuine libertarians, but they also tend to have like backgrounds in like philosophy and political theory, and they are strong libertarians. So like they're yeah, I mean but they are bleeding heart libertarians in the sense that they are really interested in social justice, and they actually think that libertarianism is probably the best way to realize these goals, which is not exactly what we think about when we think about libertarianism. We tend to think of libertarianism as this sort of like everyone for themselves kind of thing. But they kind of really get to this idea that like a lot of like, or at least for them, and not for all libertarians, it's more about like, well, if you want to make everyone better off and like realize social justice, you have to figure out how to give everyone certain kinds of economic freedoms, or and also combined with different kinds of like classical liberal values. So that's what I sort of would take to be like a kind of Kantian style libertarianism. And so I think you're right to note the similarities.